put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates. For all viewers just joining us, welcome to all viewers on our varying platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and 102 on Amplia. This morning, we dive right into the excitement. Who doesn't love a virtual platform? We know that social media has been a thing these days, right? So how about we get into something a bit more educational, something that we can learn from, that we can grow from, right? So this morning I have with me Mr. Keron Bascombe. He is the CEO of Tech4Agri 360. So that's Tech4Agri.
No, Tech4Agri. Tech4Agri.
And we'll go in. Right, yes. Yes. Please remember Tech4Agri 360. And he's here to talk to us about how it goes, what we can expect on this very exciting platform. He was here before. For all viewers who may not have seen him, I have seen, well, he showcased what it would be like logging into the platform and everything, and I thought it was very exciting. So I welcome you to this excitement here this morning, and welcome to Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays this morning, Mr. Bascombe.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So what is Tech4Agri 360?
All right. So firstly, let me start with the company. I am the creator of Tech4Agri. It's a social enterprise where we use media, journalism, and communication services to support the agricultural sector. So we have services in mobile video production, social media consultancy, we do training, facilitation, and the like. All right, what we've done is created Tech4Agri 360, where we are using our journalism skills and 360-degree video to produce unique learning contents. 360 video is among the range of immersive media that is available and part of the technologies of the future that are present and being in use today. So we are saying, because of the educational disruption that our country and the rest of the region, other parts of the world faces in terms of rain, floods, hurricane, pandemic, war, even job loss. Anything that stops children from physically going to school should not stop education. So we are saying, let us use our devices to present schoolwork in a better way and be prepared when we do have a problem. Yes? Yes. So that's it in a nutshell.
Right. So we're talking about out the classroom, but still being educated.
Yes.
Right. I love that. Okay. So who is the program set to target? You mentioned schools, but is this the only target for you all?
Well, we have decided to specifically target primary schools since they are the most heavily affected by the educational disruption. It is very frustrating as a citizen of this country to see on the news multiple TV stations additional reasons why school is not taking place. Last year, it was the issue of the schools are too hot. It is uncomfortable. You cannot really engage. So this semester, we have issues where schools are not repaired. Schools are missing furniture. Tutor says teachers need to stay home. All of these things is drastically affecting our young people and their ability to have an education. And that is jeopardizing our future. So we are saying, let's use our devices to produce it. Would you like to have a sample of it?
Sure. I would love to see this. Do you need someone to put on the goggles and everything? All right. So I am going to call my co-host, Mr. Dwayne. Could you kindly join us on Sweat?
All right.
My apologies.
So come on this side, so I can show both of you, and hopefully I can show the camera as well. So 360 video looks like this. You are able to look around and engage with the screen. All right. Okay, so let's see. So it looks like this. You're able to look around and engage with the screen. And we are using, as I said, this technology to support our school children, to ensure that they are able to learn their various school subjects.
So is this any specific place in Trinidad and Tobago?
No, this actually is in Grenada. So we go to other parts of the world. I'm a journalist. We go to other parts of the world, but the majority of our footage is in Trinidad, of course, because we engage with farmers and other persons within the agri-life science fields in order to produce the content for school.
Well, let me officially welcome you to Tobago with all
Yes.
our agricultural plots and these things. I'd like to see Tobago.
Yes, right. So we have actually been visiting schools here in Tobago, and the same way I'm sampling it with you, where I show you how it looks like, and then I switch it to headset mode, where it splits the screen into two. It's where we take this sample to schools so that at the very least, you can be informed of the technology and you cannot be scammed.
Okay.
So we're doing this for our teachers and our students. Once it's switched to this mode, you can place your phone into the VR headset, and then from there, you place it to your eyes and turn on the spot, immersing yourself in the environment.
Okay.
So you turn a bit slowly because we have some movement happening in the videos. We also have audio. It's a full-on story where there are learning points and things that you need to practice for school.
All right. So Dwayne, give me the descriptions that you're seeing. Just tell me everything in good journalist fashion.
Look at bird.
There is a bird.
On that kind of bird, a different bird.
Okay.
All right. So what he's seeing is Welcome Stone. Is one of the highest points in. It's one of the one of the highest points in Grenada, and around you can see the various landscapes, the coastline, the beach, the pond, the mangrove, the forest. So in effect, you are learning landforms in your social studies topic. If a teacher says we would like to learn ratios for maths, we would go to like a hydroponic farm and have the operator show you how to mix nutrients using ratios, right?
So how are you showing me?
Right. Yeah. So this is what it is like. And it's something that it's immersive. You are able to basically go outside, inside safely.
So I was hoping to ask him if he's saying thank you. So that is, he's in agreement with this program, this virtual program. And I think a lot of students will be too, because, I mean, if you look at the generation, they prefer the tech, right? We're moving away from a society that loves the writing to the society that loves the tech. Tech moves faster. I don't know if you realize, but these students are learning much faster than our generations past, right? So it's good to see that you are keeping up with the times, and I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. So you just walked us through the setup that we can look forward to, what we could look at on the platform. So I know that this has some expense to it. Of course it does.
Well, that's the thing. We are a social enterprise. Many people do not know what that is. It means that you are doing business, but you are making sure that you are able to benefit someone else, another group of vulnerable community other than your business. This concept is almost non-existent in Trinidad. And we really think that business, that, you know, let's say you do business and there's some type of environmental issue or some other group of people suffers, they have to move or whatever. People think that's normal. It's not. Social enterprises are normal and they exist. They are amongst the spectrum of entities under the CSO banner, civil society organizations that seek to support our country where others fail. So with the state of our education, it's kind of clear that something needs to be done, because it's very alarming to me if it is. We always look at New Year, September. This is now the third New Year, September, that we have after the COVID.
Yes.
And we are having problems that should not be. Seeing the school is not repaired is alarming to me. I've seen schools where there's a new sign next to the old sign in September. So what? I don't get it. So here we have a solution.
Yes.
We are an adaptive solution. It is not fair or right, in my mind, to take away children's future that way, because, you know, whatever reason, it's very frustrating. But we are moving forward. We are not waiting. We are very capable. I am a very capable young person and extremely progressive. So there are things that I do not do. There are things that are backward that I simply will not practice.
Okay.
And there are many others out there. There are many other entities and people doing up-to-date progressive things. And it is high time that those things move forward. And if only for the betterment of, for the survival of our country, people have that mentality. I need to survive and survive. But if it is you are, for example, in a community group and your own community group members do not wish to take care of children and old people, then something is wrong.
Right.
We need to take up responsibility where others are not.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
All right. So you have been mentioning that a lot of the educational benefits so far, right? And you have mentioned that you've taken it to a lot of primary schools. So could you mention some of those primary schools and some of the feedback that you've been getting from them?
Right. So in Trinidad and Tobago, we visited 35 primary schools, 15 different communities, and about 15 different markets and expos and events, right? And we've always have 99% of the time, we have the feedback that you saw from Dwayne, which is very positive.
Yes.
And they want to explore, they want to know more. And we then have to inform them, oh, we're small and we could only do so much. So the experience is positive. The only negative is that some people's eyes may be weak. So it's not suitable for them, but that's beyond our control.
Yeah.
All right. And so we are now, because of that activity last year, we serviced 6 schools in Trinidad and Tobago. And so we felt it fair that we come to Tobago. And so here this year, we intend to service 10 more schools plus 2 private tutors.
Okay.
And then here in Tobago, we were able to visit, we plan to visit. We visited 2 so far, and we have 2 to do today before we leave. Boko Primary, Black Rock Primary, Signal Hill, and Plymouth. These are the schools that we're visiting.
Okay.
Fortunately, Tobagonians take care of Tobagonians. So we were able to get sponsored via a colleague here, and she engaged with other persons, alumni of these schools, and they were able to sponsor our visit. So we are leaving 3 of these headsets that you now see on screen. These are the soft case headsets. When we first started this, those purple headsets, they're flat and they fold out into that box-like structure that you see on your screen.
Right.
And the reason why we had these headsets was because children are a blessing, but they are expensive. So these headsets are just $100.
Okay.
And then the white headset that Dwayne used is $300.
Okay.
So that brings me back to what you asked me. I bet it's costly. No, it's not.
It is
Affordability and accessibility is important. I think that education should be that way. So why not do it? If it is every year you're buying new school books that only last a year, why not? You already have a phone. That's the most expensive part. Why not purchase something that's the same price of a textbook or less, and then have more value in terms of education? Yes, so that's where we are going. We've always been, from the start, an affordable, accessible enterprise, and our business model is exactly that, socially conscious. We are literally the only product/service in this country, and probably the Caribbean, that is literally made for every creed and race, just like our anthem says, simply on the basis of affordability and the value that you get. Education is a public good, and there are lots of educational practitioners out there, and they're doing well. They're making our children, as you mentioned, they're making our children are more inclined these days, and they're meeting that challenge, because we have to take care of our future, which is our children.
Okay. You mentioned that for those who are visually impaired, it may not be well suited for them, right?
Yes, we have like a small group of people who, like, for example, you and I wear glasses.
I felt it in my core when you said, there is no solution.
No,
so
well,
I said, let's come up with one now. Is there a way to project it onto a bigger screen where those who are visually impaired can view,
Yes.
while others? Well, right. Let's go.
Well, that's why when I started, I showed you how I was able to move the video using my finger. So that's the first way to use it. And then that video is what you would call a raw 360 video.
Yes.
Meaning we don't edit it much.
Okay.
What we do is add in audio to those kinds and stories and stuff. But primarily it's raw. And there's another kind called reframe where we actually edit where the camera turns. And so with those two types, and liaising with our teachers, we have created a video subscription. That's what we provide to schools that can simply be put up onto the screen or what have you. Unfortunately, there is a lot of inequality at public schools. So you have the range of smart TVs and smart boards, laptops, projectors, all the way down to the teacher's personal phone.
Right.
But some teachers are willing, some are willing to learn, some are struggling, but they know it's there. We need to start using the technology. And all of our video, no matter if it's raw or reframed, can be viewed on any device. You simply need to contact us. Get it to you.
Okay.
Right?
And so for the last part, of course, you said to contact us, meaning you and your team.
Yes.
Let's leave them with some information on how they can find more information.
Great. So Tech4Agri, we have a website, tech4agri.org, tech4agri.org. On it, you will find all our projects. We have other entrepreneurial projects. You'll find our services. Most importantly, you will find our partners with whom this project would not be possible. So, for example, we work with regional stalwart Mr. Steve Maxime in the agriculture sector. He runs science-based initiatives. We have Ms. Laurie Weatherhead of the Caribbean Media Corporation in Barbados. And we have my colleague, Mr. Brent Eversley, based in Trinidad, an agro-processor and farmer. So they assist. We need these types of people with technical skill to help with the pedagogy of our work,
Right.
to ensure that the content makes sense. And then we have our team members. Currently, I must highlight Miss Enrica Julian and Mr. Destin Pope. They will be going to China to present Tech4Agri 360. Please don't ask me how to say the name of the university. They know how to do it. I'm very proud of them. And while they are in China, myself and Mr. Maxime, I will be going to Costa Rica and Mr. Maxime will be there virtually. We will be also presenting Tech4Agri 360 at something called Digital Agriculture Week, hosted by the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture head office.
Wow.
Their head office is in Washington, D.C., but this event is taking place in Costa Rica.
Okay, so we see the growth that is currently happening. You know, they have already plans in the works. Some are going to China. You're going to Costa Rica. They're already, of course, in Tobago for those of those primary schools that you mentioned before. Blackrock, Plymouth, and all of them. Yes. So we do look forward to hearing more about Tech4Agri and what it has shaped our educational sector to be later on in the future. I hope that when you take it to schools, students are actually that excited, just like doing to see the information unfold, right? I am very much sure that they are, because children get very excited, especially when they see the TV. I'm happy that they are excited to see this virtual platform in terms of agri. You took Dwayne to Grenada this morning, right? Without him having to leave our studio. All right. So these are the things that we can look forward to in Tech4Agri. So Mr. Bascombe, thank you so much for being with us here this morning. Thank you for showing us your product. It's a very good one, and it launches us into the future, should I say. All right. So thank you once again for being on Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates. All right, viewers, as we continue on this morning, I encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
like this.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun, fiesta.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good all. They do but enough 9-9. Girl, go the club, can't ride. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and a winding up on me man.
Dream.
Go in. You have to stop it. You have to stop it.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
You have to stop it again.
That's it. That's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
Stop. You don't have to sneak in. You don't have to sneak. Pigeon Point Security, we have an access pass. You don't have to sneak in.
What access pass is that?
The new Pigeon Point Breaking Beach access card. With this card, you can get free access to Pigeon Point, a free umbrella, and a free chair. So make sure you get your Pigeon Point access card.
I can get that?
Definitely. This is your access card, so you can now go into Pigeon Point.
Okay. Guys, we outside in Pigeon Point, sun and we enjoying it with we access cards. All social media links to Youth Voice and Pigeon Point would be tagged, and stay tuned for it.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Can you feel it?
It's the last call for auditions. Tobago Star Quest Next Level Castara Audition Prelims at Creole Bar and Beach Club this Sunday, September 22nd, 2 p.m. Walk with your track or accompanist. Tobago Star Quest Next Level. WhatsApp the word talent to express your interest to 868-355-1809. If you can sing, dance, play a musical instrument, drama, once you've got talent, this is your time. This is your turn. Castara Audition Prelims, Creole Bar and Beach Club this Sunday, September 22nd, 2 p.m. Walk with your track or accompanist. WhatsApp the word talent to express your interest to 868-355-1809. Tobago Star Quest Next Level.
Back here on Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays. Viewers who are just joining us, we continue on this morning to tell you how you can become a star. Yes, of course, we've mentioned it a few times before here on our program, and now we mention it once more. It's Star Quest. So let me just introduce to you Mr. John Arnold, who will be taking us through the information that we can learn about Star Quest and how it has been going thus far. So we're looking for the updates as well. So good morning to you, Mr. Arnold.
Morning to you and to all the youths who are watching the program, and the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and the whole of Tobago. Also those, of course, on the online channel, we want to say welcome. Yeah.
All right,
So
Mr. Arnold, could you give us a second, please? Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. We are having some technical difficulties.